Procrastination is an icon pack that has predominantly square icons, but some of the shapes go outside the borders, and most of these icons are flat as well, flat colors. And so you can see a few of the apps here. There's over 4,000 icons here, and a lot of the apps have multiples that you can choose. So here are a bunch of what the apps look like, and here's what it looks like actually in the launcher. So this is Nova Launcher, and you do need a launcher to use an icon pack. So here are what the icons look like, but also it has wallpapers. So I'm using a wallpaper from the icon pack as well. It has over 60 QHD wallpapers, so you can get the icons looking the way you want, and then you can get a wallpaper that goes along with those. So it's a really cool icon pack. I like the square motif here and all the material flatness going on. So if you like that, check out Procrastination. There are a bunch of different alarm clock apps in the Play Store, and Get Up is another one. So the cool thing about this app is everything is right here on the main screen. You don't have to dive into the settings to edit your alarms. So I can change the days right from here. I can change the time right from here, and I can turn it on and off right from here. There's also some settings, so you can change the theme, go to a dark theme, which looks nice. You can also choose your snooze duration, ringtone. You can actually have it do a random ringtone every morning just to keep you on your toes. And then there's some sound settings as well. And when it goes off, it looks like this. So you got big snooze button on the top, which is nice. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or just dismiss it. So if you're looking for a new alarm clock app, Get Up is worth a shot. Blacklight is a really cool, unique looking icon pack. As the name implies, this is like a blacklight effect. So if you have a blacklight bulb, and so all the icons have like these really bright fluorescent colors with black icons. And so here's what it looks like in my launcher. You can see all these really like cyan and fluorescent pinks and lime green. And then I have a background wallpaper, which is from the app as well. Blacklight has over 200 icons, and they also have over 100 wallpapers you can choose from. And so you can see here they've got a ton of icons, and they all look really fluorescent and psychedelic. If that's something that you like, this is the perfect icon pack. Shuffle My Life is an app that aims to cure your boredom. So basically what it is it's going to give you a bunch of different things that you can do, and it will actually use your location and the weather to suggest things as well. So for example, right here, vacation planning. Plan a vacation next year. And it tells you in the top corner there how long it will take, so about an hour, and if it's going to cost any money. The planning is free, the vacation is not. And you can add it to your calendar there, or you can save it for later. And then you can just swipe to the next one. So here's read a comic strip, 5 minutes for free. I can tap the little globe icon, and that's going to open up some comics for me. So spend 5 minutes reading these comics and then complete it when I'm done. Here's another one free yes. Get a small piece of paper or a post-it note, write on it one free yes, and put it in your wallet. Next time you get an offer from someone of any kind, agree to it and throw the paper away. So along with curing your boredom, it's kind of supposed to help you be more social and get out there and do more stuff. So saying yes to someone is a way you can do that. There's also different card packs that you can unlock for different activities, and then here's the saved tasks as well. So just a cool little app to help you do more stuff and maybe get out of your shell a little bit. Soros is an icon pack that is all round icons. This is kind of like the pixel icons, but it's a little bit more uniform. And so all of the icons are just a colored circle with a white icon on top of that. And you can see there's a lot of them. There's over 4,000 icons actually. So for many different apps, lots of different colors here. If we go into my launcher, here's what it actually looks like there. Here's all of my apps. So everything is perfectly uniform and round. If there's not an icon for it, it still will make it look just right. I also have a wallpaper from this icon pack, so you can get a wallpaper that looks really good with the icon pack. So if you want something that's like the Pixel but a little bit more stylized, this is a really nice app. Tint is just a dead simple wallpaper app for making gradients. So all you do is on the top, you're going to select a color here, we'll do that green. The bottom, we're going to select a color here, we'll do a light blue. And then you can choose the angle, so vertical, horizontal, diagonal. You can also switch the top and bottom like so. And then when you're done, all you do, set as your screen, and now you can see that my wallpaper is a gradient. So just a dead simple app for making gradient wallpapers right on your phone. Fix is an icon pack that is sort of like the official Google material design, but for every app on your phone. So these apps look like Google designed them. They have that flat material design with like the long shadows, which is a really cool effect that a lot of people like. I personally like it as well. And so if you wanted that for every single app on your phone, Fix is a really nice app for that. There are over 3,000 icons here, so there should be one for your app. Here's what it looks like in the app drawer. Really nice and just consistent look. It's like Google came through and designed every single one of my icons. It also has wallpapers, so if you like the material look, you can download a material wallpaper from the app and have your phone looking perfectly Google Fresh material-like. This is called Fix. So procrastination is something that everybody deals with, and stopping yourself from procrastinating is not that easy. So Procrastination Timer is an app that allows you to still procrastinate while you're getting something done. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna hit play, and it's gonna start counting down for the studying time, or you could do whatever you want, work. And it's gonna do that for 52 minutes. And then when it's done with that, it's gonna tell you that, okay, you have some time to procrastinate, and you can procrastinate for 17 minutes. And it's basically just gonna keep cycling through that. So while you're working on a project, you can procrastinate for a little bit, get some work done, procrastinate for a little bit, get some work done, and that'll hopefully help you from just procrastinating a whole bunch and then saving all your work to do at the end. So it's called Procrastination Timer. Gritty is a really unique looking icon pack. All the icons in this pack are gradient colored. So there's no flat colors. Every color is some gradient, even if it's just a little bit of a gradient. And then all the shapes and the icons have dark outlines. And so what that does is when you put this on a light background or a dark background, the icons are gonna look great. So here's what it looks like in my launcher. And so the background is a little bit darker, and you can see how it highlights the icons, whereas if I open my app drawer, which is a white background, they really pop off that. Gritty has over 700 icons to choose from, and there's also wallpapers that go really nice with the icons as well. So it's a really cool, unique look that I kind of dig. Check it out. Nami Pro is an app for tracking your life and hopefully seeing some trends that will give you insight about your wellness. So right now I just have two boards set up. One's main and one is bed. And in these boards you create trackers. So for the main one I have ate dessert, which I spelled wrong. For the bed one I have couldn't sleep. And these trackers can be anything, and these boards can be anything. So for bed, I could also create a tracker for how I slept. So we're gonna go create a tracker, and I'm gonna do sleep. And instead of doing a single tap, I'm gonna have it a number entry so that I can rate how I slept. And so now what I can do with these trackers is I can keep track of things in my life. And so let's say last night I couldn't sleep. I'm gonna tap couldn't sleep, and now that is added to my today. And so the idea of all these trackers is that as you're tracking things in your life, like your sleep, your eating habits, things like that, your moods and stuff, you'll be able to see trends. So maybe the days that I eat dessert, I don't feel as well because I'm putting junk food in my body. Hopefully the idea is that this can just give you some insight into your wellness. Do you feel like you kind of fallen into a rut doing the same old routine, or you feel like you can't break your daily routine? Tiny Gain is an app that helps you get a new routine. And so what you can do is you can create a completely custom routine. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna tap the plus button on the top here. You're gonna name the routine, I'm just gonna name it Be Better. And then we can add steps to that routine. So let's say I wanna add a textual step. I wanna wake up early every day. Then we're gonna add another step that's add a remind timer. So we'll do push-ups first thing when we get up. And I want to do those push-ups for 30 seconds. And so that's just a quick little idea of a routine you can create. But one of the coolest things about this app is you can just start routines from other people. So we go to the search tab, and here's a bunch of routines. Let's say I want to be better at health and fitness. So we'll go into here, and there's all these other ones. I want to go for a walk more often. And so I'm going to start this routine. and it's gonna guide me through it. So take a walk, 15 minutes, I hit play, I go and do that, and then when I'm done, tap the check mark, and that's it. And so if I want to add that into my routine, what I'm going to do is add a new reminder. So I'm going to set a reminder to do this every day at a specific time, and that's going to be added to my routine. So if you're looking to add some motivation to your routine or create a new routine, this is a great app. Do you ever wish that you could turn off your phone by simply double tapping the screen? Well, some phones let you do that, but a lot of them don't. Double Home is an app that allows you to turn off the screen by double tapping the home button, whether it's a physical button or a software button. So all you have to do is you go into the settings to set it up, tap the double tap, then there's some methods. So you can have it show just a blank black screen, not actually turning off the phone completely, or you can have it do direct off, which will actually turn off the display. The show black screen method will let you double tap it again to turn it on, but again, it's not completely turned off. So I have this method on, and now if I just tap the home button twice, screen goes black, it's off, and I can turn it back on normally. So that's a cool way to be able to turn the screen off without tapping the power button. There are a ton of photo editing apps, there are a ton of retro photo editing apps, but 8-Bit Photo Lab is a really powerful one. You can take a new photo or you can just grab one for your phone. So I'll take this one with my dog, and you have a custom modes across the top here. So you can go like Game Boy, which is a cool look, CGA, you can go all the way up to like the Apple II. I'm gonna stick with this one right here. Then once you got that, you can go to the other settings. So here's resolution. Colors is a really cool one because it has a different mode. So you can go all the way up to like, all the way up to here how you want, or you can go back in time to when you only had a couple colors. So you can really fine tune how retro you want this to look. There's also pixel size, pixel shape, and then some like traditional photo editing tools like contrast, saturation, and stuff like that. So you can get a really authentic retro looking photo here, not just like a hue or something that you would find on Instagram to make a photo look retro, but like legitimately from an old device. So this is a really cool app called 8-Bit Photo Lab. AutoSet is an app that allows you to automate things based on opening and closing apps and also the time of day. So mainly what it does is it lets you change things depending on the app. So I have one set up here that's Pocket Cast, and what I have it doing is turning Bluetooth on when I open Pocket Cast and then turning it off when I leave. But you can do this for any app, and there's a bunch of other things as well. So you can do Wi-Fi. If I wanted to do that, I could turn it on and then restore when it goes back, but I don't want that. Also mobile data, GPS, rotation, screen, just a bunch of different settings. So to kind of prove that it works, Bluetooth is off right now. So let's open Pocket Cast. And you can see the Bluetooth icon showed up on the top there. And when I leave the app, the Bluetooth icon goes away because Bluetooth turned off. So you can do that for any app. There's also time schedules that you can set up as well. So that's called AutoSet. Hedra is a game about moving shapes to get them to land on the appropriate face. So right here I have a pyramid, and as you can see the bottom is green. I want that to land. So I just move it around with my finger, and when I let go it will drop. So you want to get the colored surface to land, and then you just see how many in a row you can get. Now you do have a timer at the top, and every time you get one right it adds a little bit of time to that. So right now I have 4 in a row. See how many more I can get. Here's a little bit of a tougher one. Oh! And you do get to try again if it failed, but it's gonna take more time. So the game is just to see how many of those that you can get. There's also a continuous mode that you can unlock eventually as well. But it's just a really fun race against the clock. All you have to do is use one finger to move the shapes around, so it's really easy to play. And it's called Hedra. VOI is a puzzle game where you do subtraction by addition, if that makes any sense. So basically what you get is some shapes on the bottom here, and then at the top is the shape that you have to make with those shapes. So what you do is when you overlap these shapes, the space that is overlapped disappears. So I put that square over the triangle and it leaves a square in the middle there that has disappeared. And now when I do this other one, I got the shape. So you're kind of subtracting from the shapes by overlapping with other shapes. And they get a little bit tricky. So this one right here was a little trickier to figure out, but we're gonna move this one here. We're gonna move this guy here, and there you go. And that's all there really is to it. So here's one, they have 3 squares, just gotta move those in the correct spot. Maybe, here we go. So I think you get the idea. It's all about moving shapes on top of other shapes to make other shapes. Do you like the color yellow? Because you're gonna need to play this game. This is a puzzle game called Yellow, and the idea here is to make the entire screen yellow. So right now, the 3 needed to be colored in. And this is kind of one of the cool things about this app is every level is different and you have to figure it out. It's not gonna tell you how to complete that level, you have to figure it out. So here's one, when I touch the screen, it looks like pieces fly in. So we can line that up, and I get that one lined up. All right, so we figured that one out, and let's see what brings the next one. So we've got 2 dots. What happens when I tap these? Okay, so when I tap one, so when I tap the top one, it brings the bar in. Then when I tap the bottom one, it locks it in. Boom, just like that. So this one, I'm gonna guess we rotate these triangles into place. There you go. So the puzzle game is called Yellow, and if you like figuring things out, you like using your logic, this is a great puzzle game for that. The Square Dance is a game all about connecting colors, and all you're gonna do is you swipe on a direction to move the colors, but they all move at the same time. So like right now, when I move up, all 4 of these blocks move up, then I move across, all 4 of them move across, and they've combined to complete the level. That's the basic idea, but it gets much more difficult as you go. So in this one, once again, I gotta connect these colors, and we can do it like that. So here's a little bit more difficult one. You don't have to connect all the colors at the same time. You can get rid of them little by little. So like that, we got rid of some yellow, move that up there, get rid of some more red. Let's see what I can do here. There's some more yellow, blue. So now we only have red and yellow left. The yellow, and the red, there you go. So that is Square Dance. It's a puzzle game all about connecting colors and doing a dance with different blocks to get them lined up. Lupine is a puzzle game all about keeping lines from intersecting. So the lines are constantly moving on these tracks, and all you have to do is press one of the tracks to stop the lines moving. But when you are stopping them from moving, the timer across the bottom here doesn't move, and you need that to fill all the way up for you to beat the level. So I just beat that one. And when they do intersect, it resets that time bar on the bottom to the start. So you gotta hold here. So it seems easy because it's like, oh, I can hold them at any time, but if you just hold them all the time, you're never gonna complete the level. Oh, just barely. And there's some strategy involved in which line that you actually pause too. So they just keep getting harder and harder as you go. This one looks kind of troubling. Oh, come on! I think I got them perfectly synced. There you go. So if you can get all the lines perfectly synced up, that's the trick to it. So this is called Lupine, and it's a very addictive puzzle game. Before or After is a trivia game all about when events happen in time. And when an event occurs, all you have to figure out is, did it happen before or after the displayed event? So I am on level 3 here, which is novice mode. And so it starts, gives you something on the top. So this is the Ice Bucket Challenge 2014. The mobile phone invented. Was it before or after? You just swipe it. So that was obviously before. So I swipe it to the left. And then it moves that one to the top and I get a new one. Google purchases YouTube. That was after that. 2006, so now that moves to the top, and you just go through these to complete the level. Obviously that was before, and the idea is they get harder and harder, so they seem pretty easy right now, but the longer you play the game, the harder they're gonna get. So there you go, I just completed another level and I unlocked the next stage. So if you like trivia, you think you're good with dates, this is a trivia game that you should probably try. It's called Before or After.